Hi everyone, Katarina here. Thank you so much for watching my video today. We are going to open box number 24 in our Papercraft Society Advent Calendar. That means today is Christmas Eve and it's all getting very exciting. Happy Christmas everyone. We are coming to a close in this series of our collaboration with Monika and Mel. I will link to their channels in the description box below. Please make sure you go over to their channel and check out their videos as well. If you haven't seen the past videos right through this series, go and watch those as well. Monika has been posting some amazing tutorials and Mel some more detailed unboxing videos. So today, box number 24 is by Creative Craft Products and it is a lovely pretty pink box envelope. And today we will have some little foam squares, foam pads. Now I know this one was very controversial with a lot of you, I've seen the comments. Nevertheless, this is quite a useful thing to have in a craft room. Would I put it in an advent calendar? Probably not. But it is useful. I'm happy to have these because I cannot think of projects where I don't use dimension, like almost always. And a lot of times the dimension I create by using foam squares, foam pads, foam tape, etc. So today I am going to use the idea of the adding dimension to my projects, and as an inspiration I'm going to use a previous card I made yesterday using this lovely embossing folder. Once I stopped recording, I created a different panel where I added a much heavier layer of the same 3 distress subsidings. Go over and check out that video how I created that lovely with love sentimented card. So for today's one, I've cut the panel down to 3.5 by 3.5, and as I said, I added a much heavier layer of the same inks. 3 3/4 inches squared is the holographic cardstock I'm layering this on top of. And stay to the end of this video because I'll show you a picture of the two products side by side and how different look you can create just by applying a little bit of a heavier layer of those inks, just adding a bit more pressure with your brush. So there's another way of using that same embossing folder as well. And just such a simple change makes such a big difference. I think so anyway. So I'm layering this up on top of a 4 by 4 inches little note card. And this is my card base ready to be decorated. So I have another piece of strip holographic cardstock here, which measures 1 inches by 3.5. And another embossed little card strip which I just left white, and this one measures 3/4 of an inch and in length is same as the holographic panel, 3.5 inches wide. So I'm just going to layer this on top of the holographic, and the reason I'm using double-sided tape in here because I just trust it more to stick to holographic cardstock or glitter cardstock. I don't really like to use liquid glue. So as I said, it is the same length and it's just going to leave that tiny border on the 2 sides of this one. I didn't measure this properly, so I have to cut just a little bit of that excess away. And once I will add this on top of my cardstock using the little foam squares that I just showed you. So I'm just checking in here how easy it is to pull them away in blocks, and it does come away in blocks easy enough. Now I have to work in a few blocks because it tears away, but if you went more carefully you could probably pull the whole length of this. Now obviously using foam tape just in one go would have been just so much easier to use in here, but who does not run out of foam tape sometimes in the craft room? I know I do, and especially around festive times and there's so much crafting to do, and rather than having to run to a shop to pick some up or ordering some while waiting on the order, this is a lovely substitute to have to add dimensions behind your elements on your projects. So now I'm just going to see how easily the backing pulls away, and I'm using a little weeding tool that I normally use with vinyl when I cut them out on my solid cameo machine, and it comes away very easy. You could use poke tool or anything like that, or little scissors or a craft knife to remove those backings. It's easy it comes away easily, it's not overly sticky. And once that was done, I'm just adding a little bit of liquid glue to these just to for a little bit of a wriggle room, like in here, you see I changed my mind. I wanted to pull it in a little bit more. And also this will make the bond pretty permanent between the cardstock and the foam pads. And now I pulled out the envelope box number 2 by My Creative Life. This is designed by Katie Skilton, and I've used this ephemera on previous projects. Go back and check those videos out as well for some inspiration. And there's still tons left in this one in here. So I'm just adding them here, and I'm just trying to decide where they should go. This takes me quite a little while, so I will probably cut some of this footage out, and then I will come back and show you how I'm adding this to my card. In here I just applied some of them behind the sentiment, which I picked from the ephemera pack, and this one says I love you, and it has that lovely pale corally pastel color for the background. I love it. So it is time to add some of these lovely little flowers in there. So I'm going to use foam pads to raise them up from the bottom up to the top of that little strip. And also I'm going to use just some liquid glue to leave some of those embellishments flat, especially the parts that go on top of the strip, if that makes any sense. So the ones beside it, I want to bring them up to the height of the strips, and the ones on top of the strips, I don't want to add any more dimension to. So just creating different layers in here, and I think this turns out so pretty. This ephemera pack is one of the things that I really changed my mind about. I never really would have thought, I never actually bought ephemera packs like this before. And I most certainly will. This advent calendar has changed my thinking on some of the things so much. Like, these ephemeras are so lovely, and they are such an easy way to create such pretty and beautiful projects by just adding them to it. So yeah, definitely this is one of the things that I was pushing myself out of my comfort zone with, just by even using them, and I'm so glad. This advent calendar has done this with a lot of these envelope boxes, because I wouldn't have actually picked them off the shelf in a shop, if you know what I mean. But I feel like, to me anyway, this is the idea of an advent calendar, that you get things you would never get normally, and you're going to try them, you're going to push yourself, and this is what happened. I am pretty proud of what I've achieved, but most importantly of what I've learned throughout this series. Not only from my own experience only, but even watching other people and their creations, and the inspiration has been just absolutely fantastic. Please make sure you check out Monika's and Mel's channels as well for some different inspiration and some more detailed unboxings as well. I really hope the noise behind me wasn't too distracting. As I said, we are visiting family, and the kids are just happy and just playing together, and it's just so lovely. But I appreciate your support in this. I really hope it's not too distracting for you all. So these are the close-ups of my makes and the comparison between the two cards from yesterday and today. I really hope you enjoyed watching these videos, and if you did, please do not forget to give me the thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. If you hit the notification bell, you'll make sure that you will not miss out on any future videos that I will upload. I really hope to see you tomorrow for the last of these unboxings, and I'm very excited about it. I'll see you then. Bye!